If you're facing a big decision and you're stuck, you are not alone. We talk to people every single week who are so close to moving forward with something that could truly help them grow their aviation business, and they hesitate and they wait and they get busy. And that's okay. There's no judgment here. But a lot of them come back 6 months or even years later saying, I wish I had started back then. Just think of where I would be now, right? This video isn't about marketing, it's about you, and it's about how to move forward when the stakes feel high. So, I was a single mom for a while, and like a lot of women, there is this quiet social pressure to always invest in our families, our kids, our homes, and everything else but ourselves, right? So, when it came to anything for me, especially education or courses or coaching or anything that would help me with my side hustle at the time, which was marketing, I had a day job at the time. I hesitated. I always defaulted to trying to figure things out myself, always DIY, always hustling. And to be sure, I learned a lot, but it was the slowest, hardest possible way. So my son has since become an entrepreneur. He turned me on to Alex Hormozi lately, and I've been watching a lot of Alex Hormozi videos. And something that he said really kind of resonated with me. He said, you're going to learn this either way, whether you buy the course from me or whether you learn it on your own. You're a smart person, you'll get it. You'll pick it up if it's something that's important to you. But you're going to pay with either time or with money. So that stopped me in my tracks. And I'm like, I'm paying with time instead of paying with money. And it can be so much faster and so much more efficient to pay for other people's mistakes so that you don't have to make them yourself, so that you don't spend years of your life doing things the slow way or the hard way. What I didn't realize back then is that you can shortcut years of frustration by investing in other people's mistakes. That's what books are. That's what courses are. That's what coaching is. And that's why we do the ABCI book club. It's why we offer structured courses, and it's why we make our programs structured. And that's why I've invested in professional coaching myself from people like Dan Kennedy and others that I deeply respect. So every time I finally made the leap, whether it was a $30 book or 5 figures for a mastermind class plus travel and everything else, I came out on the other side saying, I wish I had done that sooner. So most people don't avoid action because they're lazy, right? We avoid it because we don't want to make the wrong choice. We've been burned before. We don't trust ourselves to follow through. But here's the truth. Not making a decision is still a decision. You're choosing to stay where you are, hoping that the clarity fairy shows up. She rarely does. Here's a framework that really helps me when I'm stuck. 1, clarity. What exactly do I want to have different in my life 6 months from now? Number 2, cost. What's the cost of staying the same? Number 3, confidence. Do I trust myself or the partner or the tool or the program or whatever it is that I'm buying to help me get there? You'll probably never feel 100% certain, but even at 80%, that's usually a sign that it's time to move. There is no perfect book or course or program or anything else. But the question is this going to move me toward my goals faster than doing it by myself, right? So at ABCI, we've had dozens of conversations with aviation professionals that were so close to getting help with their marketing. They said, let me think about it, or maybe after quarter 4, or maybe once I hire another sales rep, or after we finish this current project, or after we get a new budget. And many of them come back months or even years later saying, we lost so much time and momentum. And what were they doing when they were thinking about it? They actually did not go home and sit in a rocking chair and think about it, right? They actually went home and got on with their day and did all of the things they needed to do. They went to work the next morning and kept doing the same thing that they had been doing for months and years prior that got them where they are now. So it's not about thinking about it. It's about whether or not they're willing and able to make a decision and make a change. So it's not about us. It's about making a call and getting the ball rolling, whether it's with us or with someone else. So here's what I've learned. The more uncomfortable the investment, the more I grow. The longer I delay, the harder it is to start. No one is going to make the decision for you, right? And nobody regrets growing, but we do regret waiting, right? So if you're watching this, you're already more thoughtful than most. And I hope this helped you get closer to a decision, whether it's about marketing, whether it's about making a new hire, whether it's about pursuing a new certification or a new type rating, or anything else that could help move your business forward. If working with ABCI is part of that journey, we're here to help. But more than anything, I hope you walk away with one thought. Staying stuck is a choice, and clarity starts with a first step.